Hi guys, Chris here, and you're watching Here We Are Running. And I'm not looking forward to this one at all, really. I was looking forward to it until the weather has... Oh, it's awful today. It really is awful. It's going to rain the entire duration of this run, I believe. And it's quite heavy rain. It's not that warm. There's a bit of wind, not too windy. But it's the rain that I really don't like running in the rain. I'm as prepared as I can be. I've come to Battlebridge track where you might have seen me do most of my workouts. This is going to be my start and finish of the virtual London Marathon. I haven't gone to a flat route. There was just no point, and the flat route that I had planned to run on is probably underwater now anyway. So I'm staying local, which means it is going to be a hilly route. It also means I can mix the route up a bit as I'm doing it. I'm just gonna have to get out of the car and let's just start running. Okay, we are off, we are running, and quick lap of the track there. Wasn't expecting a massive puddle, but we got one, and now we're off. Now, if any of you were tuning into this video to think that I might be going for a PB, sorry to disappoint, but I'm gonna spoiler alert right now, there is no PB attempt today. This is about surviving it and just getting over that finishing line and earning the medal. That is what this run's about. It is going to be a tough run, and I just want to complete it. Okay, first 5k is done, and I must say that my heart rate is higher than I would have expected it to be for the pace that I'm running. I'm going to keep an eye on that. This is all about keeping the heart rate low, particularly for the first half of this marathon. Now, anyone that knows this area, I am running from Red Hill down towards Hawley, which is net downhill, and then when I get to Hawley, I'm going to do a kind of 5k little loop which will take me past Gatwick Airport. I'm going to do that twice. Now that is all flat, and then I'm going to have the hardest part of this marathon where I've got net uphill back from Gatwick up towards Reigate and then back to Battlebridge to complete the run. Now that is going to be really hard towards the end.
Keep going.
Cheers.
You doing London?
Yeah. Are you?
No, last prep for an ultra next week.
All right. Good luck.
I think I need it. How far you in?
About nearly 10k.
Oh, I'll keep going.
Yeah. Cheers. Just done 10k.
All right.
Are you doing it?
No.
Oh.
No. I've done hill reps and
Oh, right.
know a bit of.
Yeah, it's a good hill to do that on. Okay, we've done 10k in just under an hour, which is perfect, I think, for the conditions today. And the good thing about this is that we have an app on our phones to track our run, so London Marathon app. But not only is it tracking our run, it's offering words of motivation. It cuts in, so I've got the music playing, but it cuts in every now and then, not too often, but every now and then, and gives us some encouragement and tells us a little bit of facts as well. So if I was running the proper London Marathon course, I would be running around the Catty Sark right now. So I'm visualising that in my mind on this very dreary morning. And the other good thing about wearing a London Marathon bib is that everyone else, the mad people that are actually out here that you see, they are actually offering some words of encouragement, asking how you're getting on. So that was a great idea to have the bibs. Okay, this bit of the route is definitely dodge the paddle. Well done. What, how far you gone?
14 miles.
14 already, well done.
What have you done?
I'm just over 9 miles.
Oh, fantastic. Let's do this.
Yeah, good luck.
You too.
Okay, so we've reached Gatwick now for the first time. If you remember, I'm doing this kind of 5k little loop twice. So we're on the first of those. So this bit of the route is very flat, which I'm quite happy about. Thank you.
Right then.
Well done, mate.
Hey, mate.
Thank you. Halfway in around 2 hours and 3 minutes. Okay, we are over 25k now, and the mental battle is definitely kicking in, because I know that coming up soon we've got the uphill stretch. Well done. Well done to all the dinosaurs out there today. Thank you. 20 miles in the bag, 6.2 to go, or 10 kilometers if you're working kilometers like me. We're winning the mental battle at the moment, but we've got the steepest part now of the route. One foot after the other, one foot after the other. Okay, we made it up that hill, we've coasted down the other side, and we're now in familiar territory of Reigate Priory Park. Park run to go. Legs are feeling it. They're definitely feeling it. But what I'm thinking about now is one of my goals that I set myself at the beginning of the year. So in terms of goal number 1, run the Manchester Marathon without walking at all.
Well, first time I've had it on a run, particularly a long run like that, but the GoPro died just after that clip. Completely died. Tried taking the battery out, putting it back in, tried that several times, wasn't having it at all. I think the weather was just so bad, it just gave up the ghost. It's fine again now, I've charged it up, it's fine once I got home. So, you didn't see the finish, but I can guarantee you I did finish, and I finished, most importantly, without stopping, without walking at all, which I had intended to do when I was running the Manchester Marathon, as I had expected to do earlier in the year. But I thought, if I really could, during this run today, I would like to have achieved that goal, running a marathon without stopping to walk. Because on my previous attempts, I've always had to walk on them. So this is the first time, it's a bit of a different one, the virtual London Marathon, but I made it. I didn't have to walk at all. So that was great. Now, what about my actual finish time? Well, I've actually got 3 finishing times. So you can believe whichever one you want, but I suppose we should go with the one that the London Marathon app finalised on. So firstly, the London Marathon app was tracking it longer than my watch, than my Garmin. So the Garmin came up at marathon distance at 4 hours, 6 minutes and 4 seconds. But I kept running until the London Marathon app told me that I'd finished. And it did that at 4 hours, 9 minutes and 4 seconds. So that was okay, I thought, and I thought that would be the end of it. However, I didn't think you had to turn anything off on the app. It announced that we'd finished, and I thought that was it. But it then announced that I'd finished again when I was driving home. And I think that that is the time it's finally taken. So even though it knew I'd finished, and I'd gone definitely over the marathon distance by that stage, it probably was expecting me to actually turn it off at that point. And because I didn't, it carried on counting time until it decided it was going to turn off when I was driving home at 4 hours, 11 minutes and 58 seconds. So there you go. Those are the 3 potential finishing times. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. It was all about today. It was all about making sure that I could finish. And I've got to be happy with those times, whichever one I take, to be honest. Because the conditions were absolutely horrendous. I'm hoping that is shown on the actual video footage. But it just rained the entire duration of the run. It didn't stop at all. There were lots of other runners out there, which surprised me, even people that weren't taking part. I think there was probably about 10 that I passed that were taking part in it. And every time that was good because you had a little chat and encouraged each other. But there were other runners out there in those sort of conditions. And they, as you saw, they were clapping you as you ran past. So that was brilliant, really thanks to them. But it wasn't just the runners. Some people obviously had support little stations out there with their family or friends supporting them. You saw the drink station. It was just great. And the honks, the number of honks on the horns, unbelievable. The numbers of drivers that saw me and honked their horn, lost count, loads of them. It was fantastic. And you got a little spurt in your legs every time that happened. It was fantastic. So, I'll put up on the screen now the stats, including all the splits for the entire run. As you can see there, I didn't really slow a lot throughout it. I had periods where I did slow down, but that was more about the elevation at the time, particularly going up the steepest part of it. But I finished pretty strong. However, having said that, my legs were really feeling it towards the end. And once I'd finished, I'm happy it was a short drive home, because once I got in, I just couldn't walk up the stairs. It was that sort of effect on the legs. And I'm sure they're going to be quite bad during tonight and during tomorrow. But, that doesn't matter. We've done that before. We've got over it. It's made me think as well, because this course, as you saw, had a lot of elevation compared to a normal marathon course. Certainly a lot more than what I was intending the course to be when I was planning this out. That would have been almost flat. This had 250 meters of elevation gain. So it's got me thinking, with a time of around 4 hours and 10 minutes, in horrendous conditions, on a course that wasn't flat, and with no marathon specific training. I haven't gone over half marathon distance now for a long time. So with all that taken into account, it has got me thinking, what would I be capable of with a flat course, better weather conditions, and having done a good training block for the marathon. And that's really encouraging me now as we go through to next year, and the marathons I'm hoping will actually take place in the autumn of next year. Guys, I do hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, of course, please do hit the thumbs up button, do give the video a like. And if you're new around here, well, why not consider subscribing for regular running content? For now, guys, goodbye.